Indonesia is one of the largest countries in the world, with a total country area of 5,100,093,250 square kilometers, covering land and oceans. Indonesia's land area is 1,919,440 square kilometers, consisting of 17,508 islands and 34 provinces. Indonesia stretches for 3,977 miles with an ocean's area of about 3,273,810 square kilometers. Thus, Indonesia has many areas that are divided into 34 provinces. To connect one area with another area, infrastructure is needed in the form of roads, both roads and waterways. An example of a road is a highway. The highway is the main road connecting between one area and another. According to government regulation of the Republic of Indonesia, number 34 of 2004, concerning roads state in Chapter 1, Article 1. Jalan adalah prasarana transportasi darat yang meliputi segala bagian jalan, termasuk bangunan pelengkap dan pelengkapannya yang diperuntukkan bagi lalu lintas yang berada pada permukaan tanah, di atas permukaan tanah, di bawah permukaan tanah, dan atau air, serta di atas permukaan air, kecuali jalan kereta api, jalan lori, dan jalan kabel. Usually, this road is used for motor vehicles, used for private vehicles, used for public transportation, and used by the general public. Highways can increase economic activity somewhere because it helps people to live or send goods faster to a destination. With a highway, communities can flow the local market and economic products from somewhere can be sold to market outside the region. In addition, the highway also developed a traffic economy along its trajectory. Highways can be classified as public goods. Then, what is a public good? A public good is an item that if consumed by an individual will not be exhausted for another individual, and no one can prevent or exclude another individual from using or utilizing such public goods. More clearly, public goods are goods that are non-rivalry and non-excludability. Here is an explanation of the nature of public goods and why highways include public goods. The first nature of public goods is non-rivalry. Non-rivalry, which is the use of one consumer against an item, will not reduce the opportunity for other consumers to consume the goods, so that everyone can benefit from the goods without affecting the benefits obtained by others, according to Panjawa and Prakoso in 2019. So, highways fall into the nature of non-rival public goods because one's use of the highway will not reduce the change of others using the road. The use of the road by someone also doesn't reduce the quantity or benefits of the road that can also be used by others. One road user with another road user can use the road with the same quantity and quality. The second nature of public goods is non-excludability. Non-excludability is that there is no exclusive nature or that everyone has the same right and obligation to use it. Highways have a non-excludability nature, meaning that when roads are available, no one can prohibit others from taking advantage of them. Highway infrastructure is a public good built by the Indonesian government and financed by the state. Highways are pulled from state revenue in the form of taxes. In general, the word tax means the collection of a portion of the income of a person or entity with a certain amount according to the regulation that passed. According to Juz Batudu and Zain, 1994, taxes are custom, excise duties, levies imposed on the people as mandatory dues to the state from the income of a person or good traded. Taxes are state income that is used to finance the process of developing the country. Taxes are one of the keys to the smooth and successful development programs and activities in all fields, including to preserve natural resources and can be used for state spending for the maximum welfare of the people of Indonesia. As we know, tax revenues are the largest contributor to the state revenue component. If we look at the posture of the state revenue and expenditure budget or APBN in 2018, one of the allocations of funds from state spending is for the infrastructure budget, which is 410.7 trillion. From year to year, it is seen that the government seeks to improve the development and equitable distribution of infrastructure by building and improving roads, improving information and telecommunication connectivity, providing and improving the quality of housing of low-income people, and others in accordance with government's targets. A highway is a public good used for the public or public provided by the government and financed by the state. Because it is financed by the state, the highway is not a free item for consumption. So, individuals who use public goods need to contribute to the provision. But there are people who don't want to contribute to the provision. There are people who are still in arrears on motor vehicle taxes even though the community enjoy the benefits of providing highway infrastructure. So that the phenomenon is called the free rider problem with the provision of public goods. People who are reluctant to pay contribution or taxes to the provision of public goods in the form of highways are referred to as free riders. What is a free rider? The free rider can be said to be as a free stowaway, which means he or she enjoys the ride, feels the benefits but is not willing to pay or contribute to the provision of goods. So, free riders in the context are motor vehicle owners who participate in utilizing and using highway infrastructure but don't contribute to the provision or don't pay motor vehicle taxes. Example of free rider cases against motor vehicle taxes are: first, 59,000 vehicles in Rejang Lepong delinquent taxes. Reporting from MSN.com, the Office of Unit Pelayanan Teknis Daerah Pengelolaan Pendapatan Daerah or UPTD PPD Samsat Rejang Lebong Regency, Bengkulu said as many as 59,200 units of vehicle in the region were in arrears on tax payments. Motor vehicle tax arrears in Sukoharjo reached 14.7 billion rupiah. Reporting from Radar Solo, motor vehicle tax arrears in Sukoharjo Regency reached 14.7 billion until September 2021. From that figure, there is also arrears of freight plate motor vehicle tax. Third, officer found luxury cars in arrears take 7 years. Based on news from tvOneNews, joint officer from the South Jakarta Tax and Levy Agency KPPD and police raided luxury cars parked in the shopping area Cilandak, South Jakarta. A car was found in arrears for 7 years.
Untuk yang 7 tahun tidak melakukan pembayaran pajak kendaraan bermotor, berarti kan 7 tahun juga dia tidak melakukan pengesahan STNK. Ya, sesuai dengan Undang-Undang 22 2009 pasal 74 itu nanti bisa diusulkan ya agar nopolnya atau registrasinya itu dihapuskan gitu. Karena sudah lebih dari 2 tahun setelah STNK-nya habis. Berarti kan itu 7 tahun. Nah, yang tadi Robikan itu bisa sebetulnya diusulkan untuk dihapuskan dari registrasi.
Oh, artinya di blok itu Pak ya?
Ya, seperti apa ya, nggak bisa digunakan lagi.
Di-ban lah ya,
dan tidak bisa diregistrasi ulang.
Oh,
artinya jadi bodong gitu lah, seperti itu.
Mobil.
Ya.
Based on the case that have been mentioned, the problem in the case is the owner of motor vehicle or motor vehicle taxpayer in arrears or reluctant to pay taxes. Taxpayers who are in arrears are referred to as free riders because they don't contribute to the provision of public goods, especially highway infrastructure. The existence of free riders taxing these motor vehicles, if left alone, can cause various problems. The issues include: first, reduced state revenues resulting in regional revenues are also reduced from the vehicle tax sector. So, that the allocation for the construction of road infrastructure becomes limited, which results in poor road quality. Even there are some areas where the roads are still bad and hollow because they haven't been touched by development. Second, state revenue isn't enough to meet all state spending and cause the state to have to do financing, one of which is debt. If left unchecked, these free riders can spread and more because they feel it's unfair to pay taxes, while others who don't pay can still use highway and other public infrastructure for free. In order for these problems to be resolved, there needs to be a way out or a solution to the free rider problem. The problem of free riders will have a way out when public goods have two conditions as follows. First, it can be well known the demand curve of individuals toward public goods. Second, public goods are not easy to transfer from one person to another. Based on the case of free rider motor vehicle tax, free rider problem can be found a way out because the public goods in question, namely the highway, have two conditions required above. Demand from the highway is the number of motor vehicle owners consisting of private vehicles and public vehicles. In addition, the general public is also a demand of the highway. Thus, the supplier of public goods that the government can determine how much the price is charged. Public goods in the form of highways are also not easily transferred from one person to another. Solutions that can be done to overcome the problem of free riders in motor vehicle taxes are: the government as a party that is interested must be able to encourage and control the community to contribute to the provision of the public. One of the things that the government can do is to make strict regulation or policies related to paying motor vehicle taxes and sanctioning motor vehicle tax arrears. Second, the government can collaborate with Satlantas in the efforts to collect the ball of optimization of the handling of priority arrears. So, the government and Satlantas then go to the homes of taxpayers who are in arrears on motor vehicle taxes to collect the tax, especially for luxury car tax arrears. Third, conduct motor vehicle raids or traffic compliance operations to net motor vehicle tax arrears. In this raid, the delinquents were given the opportunity to directly pay vehicle tax arrears at the site of the raid. But if it is unable to directly pay, STNK is withheld and taxpayers are told to make repayments agreement. Within a certain period of time, if you don't make repayments, the STNK will be blocked. The sanctions, it is expected to give a deterrent effect to motor vehicle tax arrears. Fourth, increases concern and a sense of concern for others, so that the free rider can be reduced. Fifth, providing education to the public about the awareness of paying taxes so the public is more obedient to its obligation to pay taxes. Sixth, providing convenience to the community in paying taxes, for example, with online payment services and mobile sunset services. And last, provide relief or discounts on motor vehicle taxes to stimulate the public to immediately pay motor vehicle taxes, so that tax arrears or free riders against motor vehicle taxes can be reduced. That way, free riders can be reduced, so that state revenue from the tax side can be optimal. The provision of public goods can be maximized, so as to encourage development and economic growth to realize a more prosperous country.